Jason Voorhees is back in a brand new way. Boy, this is not going to be a good night for any of the teenagers there.
Hey guys, Kenny here. Stay cool and roll out to the movies. Bye.
Hey guys, it's Kenny here. I'm here to review the 2009 reboot of Friday the 13th, and I like this one a lot. This is Derek Mears now as Jason Voorhees, and it has to do with Camp Crystal Lake. And the first, the first 15 minutes of this are considered probably the best Friday the 13th anything, because it goes through very quickly, sort of a kind of a greatest hits thing about what happened in the first, that Friday the 13th, 1980, and then for a good half of not of beginning of the film, Jason has the sack thing over his head, and that is when he is at his most brutal, in my opinion, and most would agree. They like how he is with the sackcloth over his head in this one than this mask. And I agree, he's more brutal with the sackcloth. I remember he does one kill that is very reminiscent of how it was in two different films. I think one in The New Blood, and then Jason X, and then it is similarly in this, but in a different way, and maybe more brutal than how it was in the first two times that was done. And the kills for all of them in the first 15 minutes are great. I enjoy every one of them, and those characters are actually really good too. And there's one girl character in this that she ends up being searched for by her brother later on, after 15 minutes, and then he spends the rest of the film trying to find her while also dealing with these really rude teenagers. Well, one is rude, the others are really not good and nice with him. There's one who is incredibly rude, mean and uncouth with him. He is not. He never treats him good, and then he has to deal with that, mainly him being a douche, and that's really what this whole film is about. That brother, that guy trying to get his sister back, and that part of the story I really do like. I like this a lot. I know there are many people who really despise and almost downright hate this particular one, but I never understood that. I always have enjoyed this. I remember seeing this at the theater, and I enjoy this one greatly. This is the theatrical, and I have the killer cut too, which this extends more kills in the theatrical basically, and I enjoyed this a lot. There's really good kills in this, like this guy, I think he gets an arrow in the head in the speedboat. Then a girl gets a machete through her head. There's this guy who gets, I think, some kind of a screwdriver through the bottom of his chin. And there's a black guy in this who gets probably the most brutal kill. Jason throws an axe at that guy and then rips it out of his back, and then he kills him that way. That is a brutal kill. And that the douche guy, he's I like his kill too. Is kind of a what do they call it, a karma thing. And I like how the brother also chose to search for his sister. And they discover how Jason is able to get around so quickly. There's an underground area that Jason uses, and that was how he is able to get around so quick. And we think he teleports, but it turns out that was how he has been doing it. And then his sister uses this has a thing set up in where she is at, where it's these bells that ding when someone had get hits against a wire, and then it makes a bell ring, and then that is how she knows that someone is out to try and help her. And when the scene that he gets his mask happens, it's a good scene. He still has a sackcloth, and so that guy is kind of a we kind of a strange hillbilly character. I think he is into selling drug, and Jason kills him off in a very creative kill. And that is where Jason gets his mask, and he has that for the rest of the film. And how I love how he kind of torments that girl that is down there. He is keeping her alive because she reminds him of someone very near and dear to him, to Jason. And that's really what the part of a lot of the film is about. And then the brother of the sister, this has Jared Padalecki, and then Danielle Panabaker. Aaron Yu, Travis Van Winkle is one of those douchey guys, and Derek Mears is the one that is Jason Voorhees in this. Danielle Panabaker is one of the girls in that group, and the ones that are kind of that are not really nice, or at least some of them are, except for Travis Van Winkle's character. And Danielle Panabaker's character helps Jared Padalecki's character get to his sister. And I really liked the sister in this too. I think her name is Amanda Brigetti. She was fantastic. I really liked her. And Jared Padalecki played the part of his brother very well. I thought he was incredible in this. And the last scene of fighting in this is amazing. They're at this some kind of probably some kind of a building. Yeah, it was like a barn, I think. And then their fight, with Jason, the brother and sister is wonderful. I love how that happens. That is a great fight. So this is one that I think is unfairly hated, and I greatly enjoy this. This also has a lot of different poster images, and the word Friday the 13th is in different positions. And not only him standing like this, but other posters where it's only the mask and then in different colors and lighting. So this is one that I think is certainly worthwhile. And Derek Mears is very, very brutal and fantastic as Jason Voorhees in this. He's probably I think he's one of the most gruesome and vicious Jason Voorhees actors that has ever come around. And this was from Platinum Dunes and Michael Bay. And this was an incredible reboot from Michael Bay and that studio. And I think this was great. Marcus Nispel was a great choice to direct this. He directed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 remake 6 years before this was released, and I think he did a fantastic job with this, and he was the perfect choice for this. I really did enjoy the direction he had in this. He did, and that's basically all I can think of. The music score was still very good from Steve Jablonsky. That I really did like, and the practical effects of the makeup and the kills are top notch, fantastic, and then all the kills of they looked like they were practically done, and they were wonderful how those were created. So this is one that I think is one of a reboot that is very well done, and one that gets unfairly hated, which I do not understand. Like, so there's some people I know of that greatly enjoy this, and they even do not understand why this is hated so much. So I greatly enjoy this. This is one of my favorites from 2009. I am also doing these reviews in collaboration with my friend Rob, Movie Review Time. Please subscribe to his channel and watch his reviews when he uploads them. Click subscribe up here on my channel or down here if you're watching the video by itself. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Stay cool and roll out to the movies. Bye.